broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Hello and welcome, AfterBuzzers, to another American Idol after show. Now, if you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe to our channel on youtube.com/AfterBuzzTV or check us out on iTunes and SoundCloud. Don't forget to leave a comment with your thoughts or opinions, and of course, you can always tweet us by using the hashtag, is it American Idol or Idol?
ABTV Idol.
Is it ABTV Idol?
Yeah.
Yes. See, I don't even know. This is so
we
weird.
can't see what's on the screen.
Idol.
After all, we do, you know what, we do love interacting with each and every single one of you. Jason, you were on YouTube like crazy last week because we do take your feedback. You guys told us to get rid of the Thursday recaps because we barely remember everyone's name anyway. So
Correct.
we're going to focus on what you said, so move it forward. But first, we got to introduce ourselves. And I'm your host, JC Rubio, and follow me on Twitter at JC Rubio TV. Now, introducing our wonderful panel of Idol experts, starting with the lovely lady to my right.
Hey everyone, I'm Violet Kanian, and you can find me on Twitter at Violet Kanian.
Hey y'all, it's Stephanie Giorgi, and you can find me on Twitter at Stephanie Giorgi, Giorgi.
Hello, it's Jason Ikeler, and I'm on Twitter at Jason Ikeler. And I'd like to send out a message again to the people of Minnesota. I still think you look like shit. So for all the comments, you're welcome.
Send your hate mail to Jason.
A lot of people didn't agree with that, so I stand by my
Wow,
word.
okay.
San Francisco turned up their looks. They
They
looked better.
sure did.
All right, with that said, so did we see the next American Idol on tonight's auditions? Overall thoughts?
I thought we saw some top 10 contenders.
I thought, yes, exactly.
I agree.
Yeah?
Okay. It was a good episode.
I'm still jaded these last 2 weeks. I thought it was better than last Wednesday's, but I'm still smarting over the one we had like 2 weeks ago. These auditions, I don't know if they load them up for Thursdays for some reason, but Wednesdays, I'm rarely impressed. I'm sorry,
Maybe they do. I mean,
help me, sway me tonight.
I don't know. I feel like when you've seen one, like that's always been my critique with Idol is the auditions go on just like 2 weeks too long.
Okay.
And I think maybe we're just bored of it. But I feel like if we would have seen some of the people tonight the first week, we would have been like, oh my God. You
they
know?
were great.
So I think maybe they just have a bad slot.
Okay, maybe I've got Harryitis or something.
Henry.
Harryitis. Oh God, that was so good.
I had that
Henry,
once
sit
in college.
down.
Well, let's dive into it. So first off, we started off. Well, first off, there was a nice sort of cross promotion with
Empire and American Idol. We saw. I can't remember her name from Empire.
Taraji
Thank you,
Henson.
perfect. And Jennifer Lopez cross promoting.
I
So
love
that's
that.
a good sign, right, guys? Tell your friends, watch American Idol, and then watch our after show.
Where were you up there, Steffi G?
They didn't know about me yet.
She was in the background.
Yeah, they'll know soon.
Okay, well then let's get into Catherine Skinner. 15, who was 15 going on 35 according to J-Lo.
And
Yes.
everybody else.
And everyone else.
Okay.
With her pimp daddy coat. Excuse me,
That
Bowie's
Bowie
coat.
gave.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Did you guys check out the second she walked
Okay,
in?
seriously, the whole time I'm still confused. What the hell was that?
She was very like quirky,
Yeah.
I would say, but not in like an uncomfortable way.
Yes.
Well, I was enthusiastic at 15 also. I don't think I came off that way. Thank God.
Did you have a cat that told you the future?
Well, no, because I hate cats. So
I think my problem with her is she's intentionally weird.
she's intentionally
Like
Yeah.
she's
weird.
not
yes.
like,
Too hard.
like she's trying so hard, and that was my same critique with her actual voice. Is the talent's there, and there was little moments where I was like, oh, this could be really good.
Right.
But she's trying so hard to be artsy
So
and like
hard.
grunt
and just
like.
and what kind of killed it for her was the more she spoke, the more it was like we
Yes.
don't want to hear you.
Yeah.
The like, and I
Yes.
was like, and you're like, you're 15. Shut the f up real quick and just walk out, please. I didn't say
Seriously.
it. Don't worry, I didn't say it.
So-
but
I agree.
Was it an act?
I think it was a
think it
total
was.
act to get her through the door. I'm sure if she was just like a normal girl, she wouldn't have gotten past the producers. She had a good voice, but
And I actually liked her look. I thought it was unique. I just think everything about her was trying so hard.
Yeah.
And I think it probably stems from a lack of confidence, if I'm going to psychoanalyze her for a little bit. But if she cut back her voice by like 75%, I think we could have been blown away.
I think it just has to do with being from San Francisco. We know over there people like strive on being unique and different and kind of like the whole like hipster thing. So I think she was just like, oh yeah, I shop on Hate all the time and I got this cool jacket and that's why my cat told me I gotta go see Cat.
Hey, Team Spice is back.
I was gonna say, I thought I was the jaded one. You guys are just...
I am spicy when there's reason to be because I'm giving her constructive criticism. You were...
But Harry loved her. Harry thought she was unique. We need to see that offbeat. If it's a carbon copy every year.
Because she wasn't. I would say she is an entertainer. Sorry for interrupting both of you. She is an entertainer. And sorry for interrupting. Oh wait, we lost that viewer anyway.
Oh yeah.
They said they were gonna watch anyway. Sorry. Hey, so she's entertaining as far as being on stage and being confident, but then that was it. That's why I said it was her talking that ruined it for her. Had she just kind of went there and got excited about her jacket for like a second, maybe not have gone in through the whole psychic thing and that I was at a 70s party and all of that, that was doing too much. But she's also a kid. That's why she was doing too much.
I totally agree. Girl, you are on point.
Do we, outside of Jason, he can't answer this, but do we see her getting out of Hollywood Week?
No.
No?
I'm done.
I don't think so
I'm
either.
annoyed with her speaking, so I'm sure the judges at some point are kind of going to get annoyed with her too. I feel like JLo was already kind of like, just shut up. Like, you can sing, do that, impress us like that, and walk out the door.
She's 15.
Okay, she's not 12.
Right.
15 is a high school
She's 15
person.
and look what she was wearing. If she wants to act older and pretend that she went to parties with Bohi, then we'll
look like
treat
she's
you
35.
like you are an adult.
Welcome to the most hated show on AfterBuzz TV.
Hey, we speak the truth.
No way.
All right, so let's quickly move on though. Now, kind of what I was going to say here is, did it feel like the show was just coming at you so quickly tonight? Because we had these three singers kind of come in succession.
I actually like when they do that.
It's like boom, boom, boom.
But does it give you time to evaluate?
Yeah, because I'll tell you my evaluation.
Okay, we
Erica
had
David.
Erica
basic.
David.
I put bland.
Basic.
She
was a good singer.
She's
but
a
that
good
was
singer
it.
for like a choir.
Yes, absolutely.
But she's not a pop star. She's not going to win American Idol.
No.
Right, which is why they were about to say no to you, but because you started crying, they
Next.
said yes.
Next.
My God. Okay, Chandler Layton. I liked her.
I really liked her.
Really?
I
Yes.
thought,
I thought she was
liked
good
that
too.
sort of jazzy voice.
Wait, look, but Violet, why didn't you like her?
I actually thought she had a really good voice, but I was bored. I was super bored. She was just like very, hi, I'm in a coffee shop and I'm singing and this is what I do and I can't do anything else.
You think we've heard her a lot?
Oh, totally. I heard her at Starbucks the other time.
She was like, no, I've been to her last 3 performances.
All right, let's keep it
Hello.
constructive, children. All right, because she did sing New York State of Mind, and it
Yeah,
was bluesy.
I thought
actually
that was
liked it,
great.
yeah.
I thought it was great. I could hear it in her voice. I understand that because when she was singing, she looked like this and didn't move her mouth.
But it did like when she got like sultry with it.
Yeah, but
Maybe I zoned out.
Yeah,
That's
you
what it
probably
was.
did.
It was
That's okay.
it was pretty boring.
That's
but
her fault
that's
then.
it. And I just want to say, JC, that if I decide to be spicy during the San Francisco audition, is because we're from California. I feel like, no
Yep.
offense, everyone else, but we know better.
And that's why I can
We know
critique
better.
Minnesota because I'm from the Midwest.
Oh, now it all makes sense.
Yeah, look at me now.
Okay, there are people also possibly agreeing. Well, they said I agree with this is Joseph Bosa. I agree with
what's up, Bosa?
JC.
Thank you. I thought you
know
said
him.
Jason. Thank you,
Joseph.
Joseph. Anyways.
Well,
Damn
I think
it.
he
Oh, I
agrees.
thought he did say Jason.
I think he kind of agrees with us, though. He said, I'm more impressed on Thursdays. Why? I don't know. It just seems like Wednesdays are more of the sob stories.
Right.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I agree, but I go back and forth between sob stories because sometimes I hate them and other times I love them.
And
Right. What was the sob story
We'll
tonight?
come to that in a
Okay.
minute. So, and of course, we forgot also Ryan Pinkston, who had the...
I liked him.
Why?
Because he's cute and he had a cute voice.
This isn't America's
He-
Next Top
okay.
Model. He had a
He
cute
had a
voice.
nice face. I enjoyed looking at him. I enjoyed listening to him. So altogether, I liked him.
I will say though, sometimes like if you have a singer like Nick Jonas, sometimes they sing right to your panties, and that's a quality of a pop star. I thought
you ain't lying
Ryan.
about that.
I know. I'm just saying. I thought Ryan had the
like
same problem
12.
as Erica. He has a really good voice. I don't hear any quality in his voice that I haven't heard before. And I don't see him taking the song and making like blown away by his
Right.
rendition of it.
Should we just start saying, okay, there'll be a difference between a good voice and a star voice?
Yeah, because
Yes,
I think
absolutely.
Let's start doing that because
I like that.
Good
And
voice.
if they'll get lost in Hollywood.
And it's not like, because I'm over the artsy thing. It's not like you have to be artsy. We'll talk about Maddie at the end, but she just sang it, and that's what I want them to do. Like Kelly Clarkson or Jordan Sparks came in singing, and they sang it really well. And like, that's all I need.
Well, I think that he had a better look than the way that he sounded. However, Harry did say that he did everything that he did was perfect. So that's why I will put him in the same category as Erica David, where she could sing for a choir.
Yeah.
She could sing well with everyone. She knows her notes. He could probably read music and delivers well, but it's not star quality. And I'm happy that he decided on that, because that's exactly what we should say.
Yeah.
Good or star.
I agree.
All right, so with that little kind of montage of mostly yeses, I believe.
Yeah, like a basic yes, we'll call it.
We moved on to Andrew Bloom, or
What the heck?
Okay,
He
I think
changed his
they
name.
do this. I don't know why they didn't cut it out. Because remember, Gina last season was Gina Shudo,
yeah.
and then by the live shows, she was Gina Irene,
Oh.
which makes sense. It's
Well,
easier
yeah,
to
because
spell, but,
That's true.
and easier to Google.
But I know, just edit that part out.
Yeah, from the beginning, which was weird.
Okay.
I actually was really impressed with Andrew. I think he's the perfect fit for American Idol. He's like cute, but not like too sexy. He's like cute where he's likable.
Teen girls.
He reminded me
Girls.
of Shawn Mendes a little bit.
Yeah, like very like boy next door cute. Great voice, great at guitar. I think he is kind of like moldable. Oh, the Boy Next Door J-Lo movie. Sorry.
Nice plug for the J-Lo movie. I think he's good. I don't think he'll make it out of Hollywood Week, but I think I could see him coming back next season. He's a guy that he's likable. He's got something there, but I don't know if it's just ready right now.
He's likable. He has a good voice. I don't know how he would sound with different music than what he's saying tonight.
That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah,
you need some
so I
seasoning,
agree.
a little more.
I feel like if he went in and did like a Rascal Flatts song or something, I would be blown away.
Ooh, I want to hear that.
It's just I think there's a couple guys kind of like him this season as
Really?
well.
I was just gonna say I don't think there's anybody that's like the teen heartthrob bracket right now that we've seen. There's nobody that I've been like,
Right.
teen
and
girls
you know
are
I'm
gonna
all
go
about them
crazy.
teen boys.
All right,
As
all
long
right.
as you're 18.
Okay. Even though, but here's the thing. You guys think he's really cute, but
I don't think he's that cute.
I don't think he's cute, but I
think
think
he's cute when he sings.
He's cute, but he's not like. I'm not blown away from him. Obviously, he's a
Right.
child.
No, but-
but I think young girls are gonna go crazy for him.
you guys were blown away by the Olympic sprinter.
Yeah, because he was
Yes,
fine.
sir.
Ooh, Ryan Bailey, U.S. Olympic,
So is
let's
that.
sprint.
So is
sprint
that
to me,
camera
baby.
lady though. She's like, oh,
She
I can
did.
see that. I
Right?
can see
Hawaii-
that.
Right, the
and
camera lady,
$100
woo!
the camera
One at a
lady.
time.
Sorry, the camera. I know you're right. You're right. I'm sorry. Everybody breathe. 1, 2, 3. Inhale.
All the girls are having a
Exhale.
moment right now.
Okay, we'll promise not to speak over each other. However, the woman who was taking the video thing, I bet you she was their Instagram person account. Like she goes around doing the vines on the Instagram for American Idol. So let's find him later on our phones because he's hopefully
Back to
recording.
the singing. Do you think he made it to? Did he get the golden ticket because of the sprinter in the
Olympic-
story?
No.
No.
Okay.
Not
I
at
think
all.
he has the talent, to,
Good.
especially based on some of the other people we've seen.
Exactly, yes.
He deserves to make it.
All right.
Absolutely, I agree.
All right. So let's move on to Kellyanne
She was
Rogers.
the red pants, right?
I remember her, so that's a good.
I loved how she sounded, and I feel like she sounded better than Maddie.
Oh,
Ooh, we haven't
She
got
has,
there yet.
she has
know.
8 years on Maddie.
true.
Cool, but I'm saying nothing was said about her. That was such an easy transition
Yes.
for maybe because she will blow up a little bit more. But right when I heard Kellyanne, I was like, oh, nice voice.
Yeah,
And
I
switch
agree.
up her look a little bit. Put her with some R&B songs, and she, I think, has potential. She's top 24.
She reminds me of like old school Idol when you would just watch somebody come in and
Someone's-
sing,
right?
no instruments, and just blow us
Audition.
away.
Yeah.
And I don't know like if she's gonna make it to the top 10 and like be huge,
Right.
but that's like the kind of audition I like to see.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I loved her tone. I thought she was so perfect. I love listening to her.
Yeah, she had some gravity, and I can't think of anyone offhand. But you said other Idol contestants. Are you thinking like maybe like an Elise Testone from season? I want to say 12.
Yeah, or even like
Like
it's Myra
jazzy.
Gray or something. Just like when they audition, you're like, oh wow.
Right, because I was still writing my notes. It was with Kellyanne that I looked up to see who was singing because it wasn't. I mean, I feel like I've heard so many voices. I do that off camera also, where you're constantly listening to people. So it's really nice when you hear something that comforts you a little bit, and you're like, oh, I like your sound.
You're right.
So good for Kellyanne.
That was a good word, comfort.
All right, and not a dry eye in the room with the next contestant. And this is Anoi.
Sure.
I'm like,
Why
Totally.
not?
Yeah.
ukulele. I like how you said ukulele.
Ukulele.
He reminds me of like the male Meghan Trainor. I thought,
Really?
yeah, like that kind of style flavor. If he made a pop record, that's what it would sound
Oh my
like.
God!
I'm
Why do
assuming.
I could totally see a Vivo official music video like him
Yeah.
using the but like in a cooler beat, like
Yeah.
someone mixing with him.
I agree with what JLo said that he needs to cut back on his runs, and I don't know if he can win American Idol.
I think he sounded great. His voice was beautiful to me, impeccable. I understand the runs thing, but exactly like what JLo said, she said that she did believe in him when he was singing, and he's such a soulful voice. It's a pretty voice, and it's that island voice that people love to hear.
But American Idol
What?
should be called like
Violet?
its original
I'm
show,
so,
Pop
passionate.
Idol.
I'm confused.
Oh, Reno, the
I'm so.
the Simone
I know.
one.
I wrote Simone guy.
The son of
Oh,
son
you
of
didn't like him at all.
I'm
was
so,
so good.
confused at what you
Did you like
pop
him?
album. You guys can see him.
No.
doing
No. I don't think he can.
Okay.
I think if he did though, that's the route he would have to
Okay.
take.
Because okay, good voice, but I actually this story was too much. It was like, hey, I'm so and so, and my mom, I'm one of 6, and my mom's one of 22, and da da da. Like,
My
okay,
grandpa has 8
if you didn't
sisters,
say
yeah.
all that, I'm like, we don't care.
And you know what's funny actually is all the people last week that they made sing a second song because they're like, we don't know if you can just sing one type of music.
And-
That's exactly what they should have done with him.
Exactly.
Okay, I kind of agree with that. However, if he, and I'm putting him into this category, if he were to sing that song by Israel, I don't know his last name, the
Somewhere, yeah.
Oh, he would
But
sound
that's
so
that's
good.
the only
exact
song
same.
I know,
Yeah,
I
I agree with
doing.
you about it.
I'm like, I can't see him in top 24. I can't see him on American Idol. I can't see people voting for him except
I
if
can.
his
I think
Oh.
family
he'll surprise
votes
us.
for him.
I disagree with you.
If his
there.
family voted for
I
him, he
disagree
would
with
win. But I can't see him making it past Hollywood.
Violet, you had me in all of those points except for I think America would vote for him.
I think so also.
Because he's a story of America. There are families like that out there.
I know.
There
I
are.
understand. I just
The story's great, and like I said, this show, you are right, because this show is more like
pop
like
star.
like originally is Pop Idol. Do you see him cutting a pop album? Well, we also have no, you don't.
His story kind of reminds me, I'm going to throw it back, of Dinah from Fifth Harmony. She had the same, and now look at her, she's a huge superstar. But she
See?
had the same, she lived in a house with like 80 relatives.
I'm not
and-
even
I'm not
thinking
even
about
thinking,
the story.
Yeah, I'm not. It's not even about the story. It's about his look. It's about his voice. It's about power
But
in
they'll
his voice,
change
which is
them.
not great.
The stylist will give him a makeover. They do that.
I don't. See
I
it.
can hear him, if he were to do pop, I can hear
Okay.
him do a song like Rhythm is a Dancer. Like his voice, he can get high enough. If he
I
learned to
just
be,
had
I
a
bet
really
you
bad
he's gonna.
image.
I bet you he's gonna surprise us.
I don't think he's ready. I think if this is my critique for a lot of people this season, go play live shows for a year. Play every single coffee house, every single bar gig you can book, and then I think come back, you'll be ready. But based on that performance, I would have put him through.
Yeah, and you mentioned something great. We've talked about it this season, that Idol, they were trying to change what happened last season, where they were getting these singers that were not ready for live performances. So I think you hit it right on the
Yeah.
head. They're gonna take him to Hollywood, but I don't
gonna get
see him
lost.
coming
Or
up.
even look at some past success stories like Kelly Pickler. Not the greatest vocalist on the show, but you fell in love with her story.
But she had
and a
huge
personality and a great story. So I feel like that you can make a star out of that.
But even his personality was so bland.
Yeah.
It was just the
No,
audition.
he was
All you have to
sweet.
see,
So,
he was
like-
very sweet.
He's a child. He's a kid.
He's a
That's-
kid. He's 15.
All right, let's. No,
We'll
no,
see.
no, no, no. I actually agree with you. I do.
I literally wrote R&B and pop for him.
Wow.
Violet. Okay, I do agree with you.
I
Okay.
like when Violet gets like this.
I'm just
Let's
so
move on
confused.
to Mickey Durant and his song. Was it Naughty Lines? It was White
Wait,
Guy.
why don't I have him?
I have Samuel
Who is-
Prince next.
Yeah, me too.
I have
Samuel Prince also.
Rayvon Owen.
No, you don't. You have Samuel Prince.
Oh,
next.
yeah, I do.
And I wrote sorry about it.
Oh, Samuel
You know
Prince,
why?
the Puerto
no,
Rican.
That's from last week.
Oh,
Oh.
I was like, wait, what? I said this.
All
one
I
before.
wrote for Samuel Prince was nope.
And I wrote sorry about it.
what did I write?
The
Oh, I just
telenovela.
like that he bowed down to J-Lo because it's about damn time somebody did.
Ok, voy a
Moving
empezar
on.
a decir algo. Samuel, por favor no llega un programa así como American Idol y vas a empezar a hablar español, a hacer una telenovela.
Samuel,
Eso fue
escúchame.
exagerado.
Bye, Felicia.
I could listen to this girl speak all day.
It's true. And
This is
that was
supposed
that was ridiculous. I wanted to knock him out for that. I was like,
We do
you
not promote
made us
violence
all
unless it
Latinos
comes
look
from
so
Stephanie
silly.
G.
I don't know what happened this season to Idol. It's out of
We're
control.
tired. We want talent.
No,
All right.
we have some talent.
All right.
We do.
So
We
then
just
let's
have to
The
get through
annoying
it.
ones, we're just tired.
well then let's
of.
move on to the talent of Rayvon Owen.
Be still
loved,
my
loved,
beating little heart.
Loved.
And your shirt.
I saw
And
what
my
you guys
shirt.
did. It's a segue. Fantastic segue to Rayvon because we all loved him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Loved.
Love, love, love.
It's so funny because looking at him in the beginning, I was like, oh, he's okay. And then he smiles and he was talking. I was like, oh, this guy's super cute. He's just like growing on me second by second. And by the time he opened his mouth to sing, I was freaking in love with him.
He was good.
Okay. He was good. He's got the package.
He's got
He's
the
the
package.
whole thing.
I
The
think that what
whole
impressed me
thing.
was him singing the whole song.
Yeah.
And actually,
that
okay,
was
I'll say this
so
vocally,
melting.
not just based on the fact that he's really hot. When he went up into his like falsetto, I was like, oh, hot damn. And that's a Katy Perry song that we've all heard millions and millions and millions of times. And I think maybe some of his runs were a little over the top, but overall, I'd say that was like a 95%.
Yeah.
Jason, I think you just love him because he's your fashion twin.
Yeah, also,
Oh,
I have that
super,
necklace
yes.
and that shirt.
Totally.
Uh,
Yeah, he needs to be in the top 10 so you could go interview him and wear the same outfit.
yeah.
Yeah, you guys got to stay tuned because you hopefully we'll have you back out on the red carpet
Yeah,
this
we will.
season. Absolutely.
Awesome.
Look forward to that. So, should we give some attention to the Cardenas twins? Or
No,
No, we
I know I'm
shouldn't.
moving on.
No, that Malik
No?
wanna be Harry's stop.
Okay, leave your One Direction
Okay.
devotion aside.
Well, because the
Then
second I saw them, that's what I thought. So it
They
was a
did.
shame that they sang a song too.
They sang
I
One-
was like, oh my
They didn't
god.
sing One Direction, they ruined it.
Yeah,
Yes.
they yes, that was ridiculous.
And you can't even.
And they banked
first
on
of all,
it. They banked
you
on
are
being.
not a musician if you can't even hear your guitar out of
Right?
key. Like, hello, tune your guitar. And then the other brother is like, I wanted to drink a gallon of bleach.
Well, Harry thought it was funny that when they gave him the second opportunity to sing, that he still didn't tune his guitar.
I know.
Right? It
Because
just
he's like, well, I don't know how to do it, so.
it annoys me that they walked in as, oh look, we're twins, I'm playing the guitar, I'm singing, like it's a little circus act. If you're really serious about it, one guy would come in and then the other guy would come
Yeah,
in.
I
Done.
agree.
Absolutely.
Okay. You know, I know
They could probably get into porn.
Probably.
we've breezed through this show. I don't think we've ever done a show this quickly, but that's because we're saving a big portion of the show for our next contestant.
Right.
And this is
Maddie.
Maddie Hudson, 16 years old. Oh, we're clapping. Oh, wait. Oh, someone disagrees.
Oh.
Okay.
what?
Wait.
Oh!
One at a time. Jason, let's start with your
Okay,
opinion.
first of all, her look. She looks like a cross of Kat Dennings and Leighton Meester.
Yes.
I wrote that.
Really?
I did.
Oh,
Oh
great
my
mind.
god.
Kat Dennings right there.
Kat Dennings.
She's beautiful. She has the whole package.
Mm-hmm.
She's so likable. She's so cute. When she sang a Beyonce song, and she did those runs, I'm like obsessed with falsetto tonight, but she did those runs up in her falsetto, and I'm like, oh my god. And that's not an easy Beyonce song to sing. So to sing it at 16 with that much passion, and maybe there was like a couple things she could have fixed, but like the emotion was there, and that's all that matters.
Okay, Violet. I'm saving stuff.
No, I know. Go ahead.
Violet.
I loved her. I agree with everything Jason said. I think she has the whole package. She's super cute. She's likable, and she was so humble. And just like even her getting excited about getting the golden ticket got me excited and made me like her even more. Which is girls liking other girls is
That's
a huge
hard.
thing. Is a huge thing.
And that's what you want to see in an idol contestant, though, like somebody that you're like, I'm rooting for you.
Yes, I want her to make it.
All right.
Sassafras.
Steph, yes. What do you got?
Well-
you did not. Did you like her? Did you? Well, what's going on?
First and foremost, I'm always girl power. I love girls. Not that way, but you know. Second of all, I think that on my notes, I was like, I don't know, but is she just a street performer? I think that her looks kind of got in the way of everything else because we haven't seen somebody very attractive on the show yet. So I get that she does have a beautiful look. It's comforting to the eye, and it's what we want to see on American Idol to move forward and everything else. However, she, like I said, I thought Kellyanne sounded better than she did, and no one gave her the hype. Everything that
don't
they
think
said
so.
about her, I don't know. She was good. She was really good, but I have to watch the performance again because I promise that I'll look up and I'll pay attention if I really like something. But we also like different styles of music, so I'm not about it.
One thing I really liked about Maddie is when you're listening to her or watching her sing. I was like completely drawn into her.
Yeah, that's how I felt.
Yeah, because of those pretty blue eyes. Exactly.
No, just like the way she was singing it had so much power.
Like you can just tell
passion.
she's been through something when she sings that song.
Right. I'm
And
like, you're
like,
16.
Oh, I
How
wanna
are
hug
you?
you?
Right.
Yeah.
It could be that, oh my God, I'm finally auditioning right now. This is amazing. When you sing a song, it gets emotional. I cry just by watching it. I can make people
Yeah, but
cry
you
the
can't
same
take
way.
that away from her.
Oh, obviously, but I'm
And
just
she's
saying.
16.
I think I just need to be proven. I'm happy that they let her go to Hollywood, but it's like,
Listen,
prove it to
Maddie,
me in Hollywood.
you are great.
Prove it to me in
I don't know
Hollywood.
what's going on with this
She
one.
had a sob story in the intro.
See about her and her mom growing up. Cool.
Oh, I didn't even see.
Everybody
I
else
wasn't
grew up
even
with their
paying
mom also.
attention.
Yeah, I wasn't
to
paying
that.
attention to that either.
How funny! I didn't even know she had a sob story.
See.
Because it
What was
wasn't
I
really a
doing?
sob story. It was just that her mother is her best friend, along with like half of the United States that have single
That's
mothers.
true, but see, I really liked her, and I didn't know that.
I don't know where this
Salty
is coming
group
from.
I
tonight.
know.
I'm sorry.
I literally would go download that song on iTunes.
Yeah, I would.
I'm not saying she sounded bad. I'm just saying it wasn't the reaction that all of you got. I did not get. That's it.
Steph,
gonna pray for you tonight.
we're gonna throw you a bone, Steph. American Idol fans, AfterBuzz fans, do you agree with Steph? Is there something, or is everyone? J-Lo said if she's either gonna go down in flames or she's gonna be the winner.
I like
Yeah.
that she said that.
Yeah, the judge.
It reminded me of
I
Taylor
agree.
Swift.
I think the judges gave her a little too much shine. I thought she was great, but I don't see her. No, wait.
Still, I just want to hold your hand.
Okay. No, but see if you
Let's
agree with
spread love,
Steph.
Violet.
See if you agree with Steph. What side of the argument do you fall on? Was Maddie, like we think, the bee's knees? I can't believe I just said that.
That is funny.
Or what Steph
Or
thought?
is she just a jalopy? Bee's knees jalopy. It's from the same era. Come on.
Okay, there we go. All right, so overall,
Interesting.
final thoughts on the episode before moving on to some news and gossip.
I liked it. It was fun.
Maddie's lips were banging though.
Oh, her
Her
smile.
lipstick was on
You
point.
were
I
waiting for
was
that.
waiting for it because she did look really great, and her outfit.
Maddie and I threw my notes away, so I can't remember the other guy's name, but my style twin.
Yeah,
Rayvon.
Rayvon.
Maddie and Rayvon, and what was in Maddie, Rayvon, Ryan were my three faves.
Oh. Maddie, Rayvon, and
Kellyanne.
Kellyanne.
Kellyanne is my only one.
Yeah.
All
tonight,
right.
I'm still thinking of that Thursday. I'm still in love with Jax.
Me too.
Yes.
Oh, I watched her tonight before I got here.
Again?
You still keep watching it? That's
Yeah,
awesome.
well, I
That's a good
literally
time.
because she just did it so cute and like she was the one when they picked her up and then did you see like her brother picked up
Ryan.
Ryan? That was so good. But I love that. So Jax is already that's my
That's your girl.
BITCH. That's my girl.
All right. So let's move on to some news and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV
Oh, it's a
News.
dark day in Idol. Jason, what do you got for us?
I'll start with some more happier news.
Oh, nice.
So the interview will be on, I'll tweet it tomorrow, Sam Wolf for Examiner.
Oh.
And he just released an EP and is living in Nashville with CJ.
Oh
They're
my God.
roommates
CJ.
now. Remember
Oh,
CJ?
CJ.
CJ
He
Harris?
loved CJ.
Yeah, so
CJ's
I thought that was kind of cute. And I talked to him just a little bit about how
Me.
you're on this Steffi G,
sorry.
obviously, and then how he was telling how you're like on this Idol thing and you go on the big tour and you're on the #1 show and then they drop you and you have the following, but that's it. And so it's kind of interesting just to hear like somebody that young.
His
experience
adjustment
that.
post-Idol.
But
Ooh, I would like
his
to see
EP
that.
debuted in the top 30 on iTunes, so
That's
Oh,
pretty
nice.
good.
pretty good for no record deal.
Right.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And any updates with CJ and how's?
I think they're all trying to do it. I know Jess Muse from last season is in Nashville now too. I think he said he tried to write music with Alex, but they would just goof off the whole
Oh,
time. But
that's so cute. I
makes
miss
sense.
them.
All right. So now the big news this week.
Phillip Phillips is suing 19 Entertainment to
Why?
get out of his contract. He's saying he's not getting any money for the things he's doing. I guess the big controversy was he performed a free show for JetBlue,
Right.
so Idol could get free tickets for the
Sponsor.
contestants to fly them.
Yeah.
And he didn't even get any of it. And I mean, any of these shows, I think The Voice even takes more than Idol does. That you sign your life away. But I know Kelly, after season 1 or 2, sued to get out of her management company because Simon Fuller was her manager, and she sued to get out of that. So I know it's happened before, but they're saying if this lawsuit goes through, that could change for like the history of Idol. All these contestants would be able to sue and get out of these
Wow.
Right.
because I think they own like whatever of your whole entire career.
But you got to think about this contract. I'm sure it is ironclad.
Yeah.
There. I don't see how they're gonna get past that.
I know.
Phillip and his team.
And he also said that they are making him do performances he doesn't want to do.
Yeah, well, this is the one thing I have to say about all of that is that if American Idol, if you're getting sued, like, check yourself. Just adjust a little bit and treat your people well so that they can treat you well.
Yeah.
Especially since
mean
Phillip
stuff in the music business? No way.
Well, he's the last star that's came out of the show.
That's true.
And he said even his newest album, he didn't know the title of it until
Right.
they announced it to the press.
That's just wrong.
And Phillip has always been, he was always kind of like that outlier. He was
Yeah.
always kind of that, you know, he had his own
How
way of doing
frustrating.
things. So, well, it's the music business, so.
But
it's a dog world out
on
there.
the other side of it, if it wasn't for Idol and 19 and all of them, he would be nobody.
It's true.
Don't
So,
bite the hand that feeds you.
exactly.
Wow.
I like
Although I
that.
do love you, Phillip. I love
Yeah, I love a good controversy like this, though.
All right, so I guess that's it for news. Should we move on to predictions? What can we predict? What do we expect to
Who's
see?
gonna be in
All
top
right, we
10?
got one more night in San Francisco. Are we gonna see a better Thursday than a Wednesday episode, which we've seen pretty much all season?
Sure. I think we'll see like 2 more great contestants, and that's it.
Okay.
And I think that, and I'm rooting for Reno, and I think that Kellyanne and Maddie will do well.
I'm rooting for Reno. I like that.
Okay. Anything we can expect? Okay. How about predictions of Hollywood Week? Are we going to see anyone faint? Are we going to see any fights? Or what are we going to see?
Oh, I love a good cat
Oh,
fight.
I think all these, like, I'm gonna say it, weird chicks that have been coming out. The one girl that was on the piano with the hat.
Yeah.
The girl today with the cat. Maybe Jax. I don't know. I just grouped them and some kind of fight's gonna happen.
I can see them, like, I can see them being here and then going through things and, like, crying, like, oh my god, but this is just so much harder than what I thought it was gonna be.
Do we know if
That
they're
happens every
doing the
season.
same thing with the bus and everything this year?
Oh, that was so good.
What was it? The
Remember
girls.
they put like half of
One
them in a
bus
bus?
was on the way to the airport and the other one was there to
Oh.
stay.
That was so mean.
That was
so sad.
I
awesome.
love
You guys
So
are-
good.
That's so sad.
All right, let us know what your predictions are. What do you expect to see in San Francisco tomorrow and in Hollywood Week? Is anything? Give us something crazy. I want something new. After 14 seasons, we can only have so many people pass out.
Right?
I want somebody to die.
Fall off the stage.
Just kidding.
That's so sad.
We're tired.
Oh my god.
I'm like, fall off the stage.
We're gonna have to bail out with this after the show. so-
LOL.
All right, let's wrap this one
JK.
up. But a quick reminder: if you're a first timer and to the show, or if you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe to YouTube.com. Go to youtube.com/AfterBuzzTV or check us out on iTunes and SoundCloud, and check out over 400 of some of your favorite TV shows we've covered there. And of course, talk to us after the show. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you think about our sassy group.
We mean it all with love.
We do.
We do.
We're just such big fans of the show that we have to.
We're passionate.
Very passionate.
And of course, hashtag AfterBuzz ABTV Idol. Let us know throughout the week. And of course, follow us on our various social media platforms. You can follow me at JC Rubio TV on Instagram and Twitter. And Violet.
You can follow me at Violet Kanian on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
You can find me on Twitter at Stephanie Giorgi and on Instagram at SteffiG47.
And I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Jason Ikeler.
And send us a quick shout out for the man running the 1s and 2s. I didn't get a chance to say hello. Josh, thank you so much, buddy.
Thanks a lot, you guys.
All right.
Show us your boobs.
So for Josh, Jason,
No one wants to see that.
Violet, I'm JC. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.